I can only say holy smokes for this fight card. A no contest fight card. Well, we don't like when those shit happen, but it's a part of the game. Two no contests, and I'm actually angry. I don't like no contests. I don't like when shit like this happen, and got to say that I'm very much angry because it didn't play out the way I expected, and yeah, this fight card was a bit off the rails, was a bit surprising, and there are some things that I would like to pinpoint. I did have uh, I a solid expectations out of this card, and I'm I'm a bit shocked with everything that happened. Like even Makhachev's knockout was pretty much off the rails. I got to say that Makhachev will be the champ for a very long period of time. Don't like the guy, but he deserves all the respect. Got to say that guy deserved all the respect. Now I'm gonna analyze the whole card and tell you what happened in this event, and I will tell you my thoughts. I will tell you my expectations. I'll be looking forward to it. So let's go. First of all, in the first fight I missed, I said Sharabulet versus Bruno Silva. The fight will not go the distance. The fight ended inside the distance, and the fight went the distance. So it's like it was a miss, and I wasn't too pleased like with that fight. I really wasn't too pleased. So great performance by Magomedov. I can't stand the guy, but he did well. He did really well, and he outstruck Bruno Silva. Bruno Silva survived the big barrage of bullets, and I think those strikes gave him an advantage. Also, Victoria Dudakova outworked Chinyu Frey via decision. I said fight starts round 3, so it was my first. It was my first good pick of the card. Dudakova dominated. She was aiming for arm bars, etc. But we've seen a good performance in the end of Chinyu Frey too. Muhammad Naimov defeats Nathaniel Wood via decision. showed Muhammad Naimov didn't show good fight IQ, but his good fight IQ, maybe it's gonna help him in some other games, but not tonight. Definitively, I don't see him. Like he won against Nathaniel Wood, but his fight IQ looked off point, and also I'm sure Jubilee's fans were sending me death threats. They were like, "You are picking against our guy." Well, look what Mike Breeden knocked him out cold, and I'm sure Jubilee didn't have fight IQ in that fight. He had zero fight IQ, and it was one of the worst moments I've ever seen in the career of Anshul Jubilee. I told you he was going to get smoked, so he got smoked. He really got destroyed. And Cedric Dumas defeated Abu Azaitar for Mike Breeden. Anshul Jubilee had no distance. Naimo versus Nathaniel Wood fight starts round 3. Dumas versus Abu Azaitar, I had fight starts round 3, and Dumas outworked him. Great victory, but Javid Bashkarat versus Victor Henry, I went wild. I literally went wild. I was so angry with that fight. Can't even describe how angry I was with that fight. I was so frustrated, so irritated. Like Javid Bashkarat was winning, but then he landed a low blow, and that low blow made a lot of problems. That low blow really much created hard issues, which led to problems in the future. And yeah, yeah. Now I hope they're going to make a rematch. At least I hope they're going to make a rematch, but I don't know what is going to happen. Trevor Peek versus Muhammad. Yeah, I said Peek was going to win. Peek didn't let me down. He's hitting very hard, but Yaya showed good survival skills. Muhammad Mokaev versus Team Elliott. I had over 2.5 or Mokaev to win. Mokaev won pretty much easy squeezy. He dominated on the ground. Elliott, though, dragged him in the first round and controlled him a bit. So I have a feeling that Elliott did well in the first, but unfortunately, things didn't go well for Team Elliott, as his opponent was very much better in all aspects of the game. Unfortunately for him, it didn't go well for him. So I was a bit furious. I was a bit angry. Not gonna lie, I was actually a lot angry, but life is life, Easy squeezy victory for Makhachev. Said Nurmagomedov versus Muinga Furov was my first bet. Muinga Furov really needs to learn the basics of wrestling. Like when you shoot in with a single leg, you go on the inside, not on the outside. You literally enter the guillotine choke, man. I really mean you need to improve your fight IQ. What kind of a sambo master are you anyway? I really don't know. And Said Nurmagomedov, easy squeezy win, and I'm glad this was my first bet. I had a bet on Nurmagomedov, and Nurmagomedov won. Then I had a bet on Aliskerov, and Aliskerov knocked out Warley Alves with flying in punches. I was expecting this kind of finish because this is not Alves' weight class, and Aliskerov is 185er. He has improved himself significantly. He has touched the sky, and I believe this guy is going to be very entertaining in the days to come. This guy is actually a very good fighter, so from what I've seen, I really have a good reason to believe that Aliskerov might reach high. Ankalaev, Johnny Walker. This was a disaster. That was literally a disaster. Ankalaev versus Johnny Walker. It was literally a disaster because I was really furious with what happened in that fight card. I was really furious, and then I've seen like Johnny Walker was hit with a legal blow and he wanted to continue, but doctor didn't let him continue the fight. I understand he was furious. I understand he was extremely angry. Sometimes it's hard to accept judges' decisions, and I can understand why he failed to do so. Like, I would also be furious. So I understand Johnny Walker. I hope they're going to give them a rematch. Khamzat Chimaev won via majority decision against Kamaru Usman, but he didn't look too special. In the first round, he looked dangerous, aggressive on the feet, brutal, powerful, but then later, it was just a shade of Khamzat Chimaev. We are looking forward. I can really say that it was just a shade. He just threw a shade on what Khamzat Chimaev is. I mean, Khamzat Chimaev did a good job previously, but in this match, I can only say that Khamzat Chimaev didn't look good. No, he didn't look good. Khamzat Chimaev looked horrible, and I mean, Usman's knees are fucked up. So, what can I say? If he fights more serious opponent like this, he might actually lose. No, anything could happen here. I'm just saying, anything could happen here. With this kind of performance, he's probably going to lose. I don't know. I'm like trying to, to understand why Chimaev's performance was pretty much annoying, but we're about to see. And yeah, it's like it is like and also the main event of the evening, huge brutal knockout by Islam Makhachev. He knocked out his opponent with a head kick, and it was a big surprise to me in the first place. Like I wasn't going to pull through, really much wasn't going to pull through, and I know I didn't expect that on the end of Islam Makhachev, but congrats to Makhachev for winning this fight. Really congrats to him for winning this fight. What a performance by Makhachev. Big head kick KO. Nobody expected that, but that's the way it goes. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I had two misses, over 2.5 on Makhachev versus Volkanovski, and on the first fight I said it will not go the distance. It went the distance. 3 out of 4 with bets. Solid card. I'm pleased. Well, here we go. Catch you later, fellas.